you get up in front of people who are shakers and movers and the people who make things in our county happen, and you wonder, what kind of speech can you give? I mean, you guys know more about Citrus County than I could ever. I grew up here and ran around in the woods and played and got hurt every once in a while, fell out of a tree here and there. But I love Citrus County. I retired here, and I could have went anywhere in the world. I had family wanting me to go to Colorado and everything. And the thing is I realized more and more as a legislator why I came here. It's because of the beauty of what Citrus County is. And then I come to realtors. I said, I have to talk about legislative issues, or I have to talk about this or that. But the very first thing I'd like to talk about is what you guys really do. A lot of people come to this area through tourism, through visiting family, and they love it. And then they say, you know what, I want to live here. I want to buy a home here. I want to retire here. Or I want to move my family here. Well, they come to your door. They don't come to mine. They come to your door and they say, show me what's good here. You have the ability to go around and explain what the beauty of Citrus County is. Because as you can see by the fact that we're growing and you're busy, and hopefully you are, you're able to tell them why they should live here. And it's funny because a lot of people are actually coming from Florida itself and moving here. So a lot of them are already Floridians. So what is it about Citrus County? You're able to explain everything from music on the square, to kayaking, to rails to trails, to the quality of life that we have here in Citrus County. That's the selling point. You're not just telling them, well, move here and buy this nice house. Move here and become part of our community. Move here and become part of what we all love. And now, that's not something I can do. I do policy, and Bonnie and others, and actually Dorothy is probably your best advocate because I see her most. But I run policy. All I do is support what you do. I can't mirror what you do in any way, shape, or form. Your love of this community is what helps make sure that people who come here actually love this community in the future as well. And that's an incredible thing to happen. You'll look at some of these places, look at Miami-Dade, things like that. When they walk down there, yes, of course, you have the fast-paced life, but it's not the quality of life. And we don't want to be Miami-Dade. We want to be Citrus County. And we want to be proud of that. And you've done a very good job, obviously, of telling people, this is who we are, this is what we believe in, welcome to the family. And that's very vital. And I applaud you for that. Legislative-wise, policy-wise, one of the greatest things is, in this community, they'll tell you what you think. Okay? They'll tell you exactly what they think. Some people tell you you're out of your mind, but they'll tell you what they think. And that's the best thing, because truth be told, people can run policy on anything. Matter of fact, I might be running policy on how to work drones. So in the future, we'll have drones flying through the air in the right kind of way. But the majority of things that I do are actually from people in this community. Because we have the moxie to stand up in this community. Because you have the moxie to stand up and say, listen, this is what we want. Last year, we did the Sadowski Fund. And because people like Deborah Scott, who blew my phone up, and others, you have to answer her when she sends you a text or you'll get a whole bunch. But, but the truth is that proactiveness allowed me to go to everybody from Rep. Hooper to other senators on the other side of the aisle and say, listen, this is drastically important. And that first dollar amount was horrible. And Deb would blow my phone up and says, Jimmy, we've got to get it more than that. I can't believe it's this amount. And you know what, why don't we just get rid of it? And so many other things. But her proactive approach to dealing with me gave me the ability to stand up and support a policy that said, we want as much of the Sadowski Fund as we can possibly get. This is what it's supposed to be for in the first place. It should be 100%, but if you can't do 100%, what can we do? So when we do policy, that same passion that you have about Citrus County needs to come to Tallahassee as well. And for those who came to Tallahassee, that was incredible. When other representatives come up to you and go, are those all your people? Damn straight. I'm very proud of that. That matters. You want to see how people influence policy, you show up. If you are standing in front of a legislator and demanding of them to give an answer on a policy, you're either going to see tap dancing or you're going to see an answer. And you know when you see tap dancing. And the more people that show up, the more real answers you get. And then when you can tell the leadership that your people are here, come speak to the people from Citrus County and Hernando, because I represent them too. Come talk to them and tell them what the issues are. That brings so much more weight on the future policy decisions. And that will give you the ability in the future as well. If you continue to do this, you'll be the leader on issues for the entire state. It doesn't have to be Miami-Dade. It's the most active, I don't want to say intimidating. That might be the wrong word. It is politics. But the most aggressive are the ones who are going to make policy happen. Now, you talked about policy and legislation coming up this year, Cheryl. Okay, and I expect those calls. Okay. I don't know who's going to blow up my phone this year, but I expect those calls. But when you do it, don't do it alone. And don't be able to just talk amongst yourselves. As a community, use that tool, use that voice, that sonic voice that says, we love Citrus County, to be a voice that said, this is what we want Citrus County to be. That voice has to be loud. Recently, I put an article in the Chronicle, and it wasn't really to make anything happen in particular, except for one item. The discussion of what the future of Citrus County will look like. Now, my suggestion of things to be done carries no weight other than the fact of I'm trying to provide a vision. But where did I get that vision? When I go down to Floral City, people love Floral City. They want that same little town to be that way 100 years from now. And we all know change is going to happen. This is where you come in. You drive these streets. You see where it can grow, what would be proper for it to grow, and also what should adamantly be protected. I mean, fighting tooth and nail. We talk about the fact that we have great waterways. We do. People want to live next to them. That's where almost 70% of the populace in the world lives next to water. How do we protect that? Well, we protect that also by showing, hey, we have great lakes too. Come out here and live by the lakes as well. Spread the wealth. Come to the east side of the county, spend some money. But that's where you come in. So it's not just me, it's the county commissioners, it's the city councilman, it's whoever it is. You should take your passion for Citrus County, your love of this community, and actually put it into action. And that action is just simply showing up, talking to the individuals who are going to make the policies, and tell them, I love this community, this is what it should be. Not what it is, but what it should be in the future. Guide the future of Citrus County. And when those people come, explain to them that we are a growing community, but when we grow, because they're going to be voters or they're going to be people maybe starting businesses, when we grow, this is really where we'd like to go. We'd love to keep Citrus County where we have Homosassa, which is gorgeous. I mean, one of the nice things is that is so rustic and rural, and people have complained about it. I actually like going down to their freezer and having a beer and having some shrimp and having people just chill out and relax. I like to go to the Deco Cafe, historic area in Inverness. It's gorgeous. But I also tell you, I would love to see some shopping in here. I would love to see some manufacturing in here. But if you don't speak up, how do we know where it should go? How do we know how it should be developed? And you have so much connectivity to this community. And it's unbelievable sometimes where you really doubt yourselves. Well, can I make a difference? Look, I'm a redneck kid with a GED, and I deal with a $70+ billion budget. You're college educated for the most part, hardworking individuals. If I can make a difference for the community, let me tell you, this organization and this body here, regardless of if you're a realtor or not, can absolutely make sure that our Citrus County of the future is the Citrus County that we want. Thank you very much.